This is the African News Update on Top Accolade News. The headlines: Kenya's Charles Owino warns activists over ICC threats. Ramaphosa faces pressure over minister's alleged role in tax team shutdown. Uganda'S president to run again in 2026. Nigeria fast-tracks AfCFTA implementation. We'll start with a focus in politics. Kenya's Charles Owino warns activists over ICC threats. Former police spokesperson Charles Owino has issued a stern warning to activists threatening to drag Kenyan security officials to the International Criminal Court, cautioning that those inciting violence may face serious consequences. Owino condemned recent violent protests, including the torching of police stations, warning that such acts would not be tolerated under the pretext of human rights advocacy. He accused some of the activists of using ICC threat to intimidate law enforcement and destabilize the country, declaring, "We will go to ICC, but you won't be there to see us go." Owino urged Kenyans to channel their frustration lawfully through the ballot in 2027 rather than escorting to illegal means. Still in politics, Ramaphosa faces pressure of a minister's alleged role in tax team shutdown. President Cyril Ramaphosa has described allegations against the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu as a grave national security concern following explosive claim by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner who accused Mchunu and others of interfering with investigations into political assassinations. The controversy erupted while Ramaphosa was attending the BRICS summit, with multiple political parties calling for swift accountability. The commissioner claimed a specialized tax team probing over 600 political killings was disbanded after uncovering links between criminal syndicates and political figures. While Mchunu has dismissed the allegations as baseless, lawmakers are pushing for an independent inquiry, and some are demanding criminal charges or immediate suspensions. Moving on in politics, Uganda'S president to run again in 2026. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has officially been named the ruling National Resistance Movement candidate for the 2026 presidential election, setting the stage for a potential extension of his nearly 40-year rule. The 80-year-old Museveni vowed to continue transforming Uganda into a high middle-income nation, citing his legacy of stability and development. However, critics accuse him of authoritarianism, with constitutional amendment removing age and term limits to entrench his grip on power. His main challenger is expected to be pop star turned politician Bobi Wine, who has decried increasing repression of opposition voices. Meanwhile, veteran opposition figure Kizza Besigye remained in detention on treason charges, which he says are politically motivated. Turning to economy, Nigeria fast-tracks AfCFTA implementation. Nigeria is accelerating efforts to fully implement the African Continental Free Trade Area to unlock vast business opportunities across the continent, according to Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Jumoke Oduwole, at the Nigeria Intra-African Trade Fair 2025 Roadshow in Abuja. The event, part of a 5-city series leading to the IAFT 2025 in Algeria, drew over 700 participants and spotlighted Nigeria's expanding role in intra-African trade, with local businesses already exporting ceramics, garments, and agro-products. Officials highlighted its growing impact, with over $100 billion in trade deals signed since its inception, including $11 billion from Nigerian firms in 2023 alone. With creative industries, automotive exhibition, B2B sessions, and diaspora-focused programming planned, it aims to drive inclusive industrialization and position Africa as the world's largest single market. You're watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In crime, Ugandan suspects confess to killing and eating children. 12 Ugandan nationals have been arrested and detained at the Kapenguria Police Station in West Pokot County over horrifying allegations of abducting, murdering, and cannibalizing school-going children. The suspect reportedly confirmed killing and eating 8 boys, triggering violent protests from enraged locals who blocked the highway and demanded mob justice. Police recovered children's clothing, school uniforms, and ropes from the suspect burn homes, while plans are underway to excavate a suspected dump site for forensic evidence. Tensions remain high as one suspect fled to Uganda, and grieving families, including a mother who recognized her missing son's clothes from 2006, await answers amid calls for justice and intensified cross-border investigations. Still in crime, 2 arrested in South Africa over $4 million Ecobank robbery. 2 suspects have been arrested in South Africa in connection with last year's audacious $4 million armed robbery at Ecobank in Bulawayo. The Zimbabwe Republic Police confirmed the July 5th arrest of suspects, who are now facing extradition to Zimbabwe. The October 3rd, 2024 heist took place in broad daylight as armed robbers targeted a safeguard security vehicle delivering cash to the bank just blocks away from the central police station. Meanwhile, another suspect, a safeguard security guard, is facing money laundering charges after prosecutors dropped the initial robbery charge due to insufficient evidence. Police says efforts to track down remaining suspects across borders are ongoing. Moving to entertainment, Socrates Safo slams music industries over reliance on streaming platforms. Veteran Ghanaian film producer Socrates Safo has sparked debate over the country's growing dependence on music streaming platforms, arguing that they have neither significantly boosted musicians' global reach nor their revenue. Safo criticized the narrative that online streams equate to financial success, stating that platforms have brainwashed artists into abandoning the lucrative CD markets, citing examples like local artist Juan O, who reportedly earns up to 30,000 Ghana cedis monthly from CD sales. Safo urged musicians to tap into all available markets, including physical formats still popular in regions like northern Ghana. He stressed that while streaming has a role, ignoring CDs has cost musicians valuable income, leaving room for pirates to profit instead. Now in sports, Nigeria begin WAFCON with 3-0 victory over Tunisia. Nigeria Super Falcons began their bid at the 10th Women's African Cup of Nations title with a dominant 3-0 win over Tunisia in Casablanca. Asisa Toshwala struck early at the 4th minute, followed by Rinsola Babajide's debut tournament goal just before halftime, and Chiwendu Iyazwo sealed the victory later on. Despite a few nervy moments, including a VAR-reviewed penalty appeal and a yellow card for Deborah Abiodun, Nigeria controlled the game and now top Group B on goal difference. The result marks a confident opening to Mission X, Nigeria's campaign to reclaim the trophy they last won in 2018. That concludes our African news updates for today. Stay tuned for more African news and developments. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojoromi Okucha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.